In this episode of Puzzle Time, we have the follow-up to the Machinist's Stash by Engineer Bruns. It's called the Metal Barrel. It's supposed to look like a 55-gallon drum. Inside of this drum, there is a coin that you need to release. Speaking of coins, I actually have this mysterious Egyptian coin here. It's a hint to a puzzle coming out from one of our favorite Canadian designers. In this episode, we'll tell you who that designer is. Welcome to episode 108. Last time we talked to you about our Kickstarter campaign that was ending, and it has officially ended. Thank you for everybody who was involved in that. The Kickstarter campaign was actually pretty successful, but we saw an opportunity, if you missed the Kickstarter campaign, for you to get involved in getting these puzzles, because we are going to another site called Indiegogo with the same 3 puzzles plus the extras and stuff. You can get them all there on Indiegogo. And if you want to be involved in that, so go to Indiegogo.com, check it out. We have a whole campaign there too if you want to get involved in that. Okay, next, I have a coin here. Now, we got this sent to us. It was kind of a Christmas present here at Puzzle Master from a puzzle maker here in Canada called Andy Gilker. Now, you can see it's a very Egyptian-looking coin. I'm going to crack it open here. See if I can get it open. There's that right there. There we go. And this is apparently a coin that will be involved included in Andy's next puzzle.
So it's giving you some hints of what's going to be.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's doing an Egyptian theme to it, though. But I really like that. There's lots of stuff going on there. But what was Andy Gilker's last puzzle? Do you remember what it was called?
The Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad, yes. Yeah, so that was that really big one. You're defusing a bomb. There's a whole love letter thing. It was really cool. So, but yeah, this is kind of a theme or a hint at Andy's next puzzle and what it's going to look like. So I'll put that there. And then let's move into our puzzles today, Linnea. What do you want to start with?
I'll start with a 3D printer.
Okay, let's go there. This puzzle is called Too Lit. Do you know much about this one?
It's a packing puzzle, and you just have to get the pieces in the frame. There's only one open cubic on the door, and then there's one fixed one on the inside of the door. I don't know if you can see that one there, the white one. And so you have to be able to fit them all, and the door can slide majority of the way open, but there will be that one that'll stop it from sliding the full way.
Who makes this puzzle?
It's by Chris Antibus.
Chris Antibus and his company called Skill Required. Now, we have not had anything by these guys before. I thought this one looked really cool. I liked some of the detail on it, like with the clear 3D printing material here, or semi-transparent 3D printing material. And it's got a little, obviously a fire theme to it, Too Lit. So one thing that I thought was quite interesting is that the door opens, obviously, to put the pieces in, but there is that cube on the back of the door. Now, it's going to be hard to see here, but there is a cube on the back of the door. Obviously, it shuts. So, if you're building this outside, let's try build it outside the box here. Because it's it's the shape in there? It's a 2 tall by 3 by 3. So it's 3 by 3 by 3 by 2. So obviously you're not going to be able to go there. Huh. So do you think when you close this door that I don't know.
Yeah, because you have to be able to slide it closed.
But yeah, it's a five pieces that come with it. Like Linnea said, you're missing one, which is interesting.
I'm missing that two
piece. But how do you think the rest of this goes together? But how is this puzzle? I don't know how this puzzle is going to work, because in order to close this, how do you slide this last piece in? Assuming that it comes through that window. So then you have to have that whole spot open, but then those two are going to be down here in the way of that piece moving. So I feel like, is there something maybe that moves afterwards? I mean, okay, now here's the other thing.
Because this piece can only be like, it can't stand up. It can only be laid flat. Same with this piece. It can only be laid flat, whereas the rest of them can stand up.
Do you think one of these other, I mean, these other pieces could be the ones that drop down too, right? Like this could drop, couldn't it? Or not? Can it only be this L shape that has to drop in?
No, that one can. Now that I'm looking at it, because when you have it like this, yeah, now you have 3 spaces here, 1 here, and then that can close, right? Once you move this.
But wherever this one piece is, I don't know. Let's not get too far into it. We're looking at solving it, but I mean, I think we're not going to get there today. So there it is, too lit. Okay, let's move on. Too lit.
It was easy with those bizarre pieces.
It was. I like this. I like this puzzle. I think it's a good one. Yeah, lots of good stuff there. New company, new designer that we've never seen before at Puzzle Masters. So let's move on to the next one here, and this is the follow-up to the Machinist Stash. It's from Engineer Bruns. It is called the Metal Barrel. I like this. It's supposed to look like a 55-gallon metal drum. He's even got like the little, I don't know what those curved parts for strength on the barrel. Yeah, it's a cool puzzle. We watched this on his YouTube channel. Now, we talked about this in our online buzz, I believe, in the last week or two. So, what level is this? It's a level 9?
Yeah.
Level 9. And that top piece unscrews. Now, obviously, there's some stuff going on inside here. There is a coin that we show on the Puzzle Master website that does release in this puzzle. You can hear some stuff rattling around. Obviously, there's something big here at the bottom, and then there is a bead or a ball bearing of some kind. It sounds like rattling around in there. And when you first get it here, I mean, mine's locked. You've obviously unlocked yours. So you move this thing the right way, and it unlocks and allows you to unscrew it. And then if you turn it, I notice that these pins all come down. And there is holes where those pins can line up. There you go, look at that. And they can even fall in and lock the puzzle. I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful mechanism on this one. I quite enjoyed it. I like the little feature that he has here on the top with the Engineer Bruns with his logo and stuff.
The feeling of it's really smooth too, like
yeah, it's an insanely well-made puzzle. If you want to see, actually, on his YouTube channel, he does have that puzzle. The video where he shows the solution, he also shows you him machining it. Like he machines the whole thing on camera, and it's a really beautiful process. I like that. So yeah, there it is. Follow up to Machinist Stash from Engineer Bruns, the Metal Barrel. Okay, move into the online buzz.
The online buzz.
Now we have a few different ones here. Lena, you want to talk about the TikTok one first here?
Yeah, so I was searching on TikTok a while ago, and this one popped up on my feed. It's a company his company is called Puzzle Whisperer. His puzzles are called Lasels. So what he does is titanium metal jigsaws.
Okay.
So if you've ever seen the coin cut
art,
coin cut arts we have
where
here,
someone takes the coins and they cut it out, and they're really small.
Yeah, so his pieces are similar sized. I think they're a little bit bigger, but he shows it next to a coin, and it's quite a bit. His pieces are quite a bit smaller than the coin.
Yeah.
But they're titanium metal pieces essentially, and he does a couple different ones. He has a jigsaw one, and then he has like that infinity style one where it's kind of like weird.
Yeah, essentially where there's no edges, there's no border,
and you can kind of keep building with it.
Yeah. And then you said he also does a lot of them with, he uses tweezers, right, to do them?
Yeah, because they're such small pieces, yeah.
It's deceptive, actually. I'm watching it, it was hard to tell how big stuff was when he was initially doing it, and then you see where he's holding pieces on his finger, and they're quite small. But, yeah. We also watched a 3D Prints and Builds. Now, this is on YouTube. 3D Prints and Builds is the channel. And this is a guy who just 3D prints and builds puzzles and different things and shows you them. He's not the designer. He buys I believe it looks like he buys designs from other people and then just does the build for you, so you can see kind of what you're getting when you purchase it. So yeah, there was one where he did 10 different puzzle solves, and so he builds them. You can watch it on his 3D printer. He prints it all out and then puts them together. I thought there's some really unique looking puzzles on there. Most of them are pretty small, and then I think the bulk of them were packing puzzles, but there are some different ones. The one thing I didn't love is that he didn't have audio as far as his voice going. So he would do this stuff and the puzzles, so he'd make them and then solve them. And then in the solving, I had trouble totally telling what was always happening or what he was trying to do. So I wish there was a little bit of that, but I thought they were really cool. Some unique prints, and some of them even looked like maybe sequential discovery, because there was one that was like a rocket shot out of the piece.
Yeah, some of the pieces come out, so
yeah.
I know either there's secret opening boxes or you have to find the piece inside, or yeah, it wasn't very clear of what's going on, but they're pretty cool looking puzzles.
It was really, really unique. And then last is from QB. Now, we haven't talked about QB for a while. He is from Spain and speaks 100% Spanish on his channel. I didn't understand totally what was happening always on his stuff, but he has great videos and does a lot of unboxings and stuff. And so lots of stuff from Puzzle Master. This was a puzzle that we have at Puzzle Master here from Jean-Claude Constantine. And it's a packing puzzle called, how do you say the name?
I'm not 100% sure, but that's how I said it, but I don't think that's the German way of saying it. So
yeah, Jean-Claude Constantine is German, so this is a German name. But in this puzzle, it's like a round puzzle with a triangular shape in the middle, and then there was round shapes around the outside, and each of those round shapes had pieces inside them, and then you've got to pack those round pieces into the triangular shape. I think each of the round pieces will fit into the triangular shape. So I really thought this was a unique, interesting puzzle. There was a lot of puzzles inside of it, so you get to do one and then you move on to the next one, and yeah, it was quite interesting. And what I thought was neat is at the end he partway through, he dumps them all and mixes all the pieces together and then sorts them back out into the circular spots. And they weren't all circles. They were there was hexagons and different shapes, but they're all circular generally. But so yeah, there's different angles and stuff. And so
they're all mathematical shapes, or
there was some sort of math element to this.
Octagon, tetragons, all those kind of things.
Yeah. So he does them. I thought it was quite unique and interesting. I enjoyed watching it, and even if I couldn't understand what he was saying totally. So if you like Spanish, you might get more out of his channel. I just really enjoy the visuals of what he does. So he has a great channel there. So lots of people watch it, and go check it out. QB on YouTube. And that's all we got for the Online Buzz today. That is getting to the end of the show here, Linnea. Where can everyone go see more of our stuff?
On TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We're getting a new account here, so please join us with our new account. We'll get it set up here probably in the next week or two. So
yeah, and then we have Facebook. We do a Facebook Live at 3:30 on Thursdays, 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then you can also like and subscribe to this video. Click the bell to get notifications, because we have lots of videos coming out, reviews, solutions. We have quite a few people that shoot with us too. And then check out Puzzle Wanderer, Gregory. He does something called the Puzzle Insider on our channel. And that's a new show that we have going. I think he's into the 3rd or 4th episode of it. So Puzzle Insiders, where he just gives you a lot of inside information, stuff that's happening in the puzzle industry, and does some interviews too. I saw a couple cool interviews there. So definitely check it out. It's great stuff. We have lots of things happening here at Puzzle Master. Again, go check out Indiegogo. Our Kickstarter is done with those 3 puzzles we are kickstarting: the Skull,
Quintus Extreme, and Total Eclipse.
Total Eclipse. I always forget them. But yeah, go check out the Indiegogo if you want to get involved in that, because if you missed the Kickstarter, which if you're watching this and haven't been involved yet, you have missed it. Thank you for everyone who was involved in that. Go check out Indiegogo and the whole those 3 puzzles again. So thank you guys for watching. The end of episode 108 of Puzzle Time. Join us next time on episode 109. Thanks. Bye.